Board with your hostess with the mostest, Jennifer, as always. So I am reviving something that I had started months ago and then kind of gave up on it. And I know a couple of you guys were asking about it when I was doing my Q&A videos. And we are going to be going back to Are You Afraid of the Dark? Now, I know a couple of you guys had suggested maybe talking about a couple of episodes per video. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of test it out, see what works. But let's start it up. So we're going to be talking about the episodes The Captured Souls and The Nightly Neighbors. So let's go ahead and start off with Captured Souls. So this one starts off with little family, two parents, mom, dad, and a daughter, Danny. They're going to this little vacation home, this little like bed and breakfast and everything. And there is the kid who works there or whatever. Kid, I should say. Parents aren't around or anything. He's like, oh yeah, they're just out of town for a few days. I'm watching over. No worries. Not a big deal. Danny, of course, she realizes there's something fishy going on. There's all these mirrors and everything. This kid doesn't like to have his picture taken or anything. Like, he freaks out if you try and take his picture. She knows something's up. What do you know? That little something is that this kid, who's actually an adult, he's like 100 years old, is taking pretty much this family's life source and is giving it to him because he's found the fountain of youth. I don't know, through these mirrors and everything. I know, I mean, it's a fun little one. I always kind of partially forget about this episode, but it's like every time I watch it, whenever I revisit this episode, I always kind of like forget, like, you know, it is a fun, decent little episode in the series and everything. Like I said, I know it's a little forgettable, but it isn't an enjoyable one. It's like when you do revisit it, like I said, I feel like it's a little fun one to kind of watch and everything. It's, you know, it's just a fun little one, you know. And plus, too, that kid that is, like, stealing the souls, that kid is a good actor. He's a creepy little kid. I'm just saying. Sly little creepy kid. I'm just saying. Fun little one. But, yeah. Second episode for the video, like I said, is The Nightly Neighbors. This one has always been one of, like, my favorites. It always has kind of, like, stuck out with me. This is about a new family that comes to town. Once again, it's like parents and a young son. And, of course, the neighbors across the street, Day-Day and his sister, mainly his sister, is convinced that this family are, like, a pack of vampires and everything. She's like, oh my god, they're from Romania. Or no, they're from Ukraine, which is, you know, right next to, like, Romania and everything. So, you know, it's kind of like, ooh, they gotta be neighbors. And plus, they only see them at night, so that only kind of fuels the sisters thinking that they are vampires. And of course, the brother Day-Day's like, dude, you're losing it. Like, seriously, like, come on, they're not vampires. Plus, too, a lot of the town folk, a lot of like their neighbors and everything, are somehow losing all their energy. They all have these huge band-aids on their neck and everything. So it's like, you know, everyone else is kind of like naive, doesn't really pay attention to this. But everyone's like, oh, I've got, like, the flu. It's like, it's the middle of summer. It's not really the middle of summer. They make a comment about going to school. But yeah, it's, you know, they're like, you know, these kids trying to figure out, you know, one's trying to prove the other wrong and vice versa and everything. They've got these, like, big-ass coolers and everything, refrigerators in their basement filled with, like, bottles of blood, which is a little weird. Canada, I'm sorry, but down here in the States, we fill our blood into, like, little plastic bags. I'm pretty sure you guys probably do too. But whatever, I'm not going to nitpick about that. That's a stupid thing to nitpick about. But, you know, kids do a little investigating. And I have to give this show credit because the sister, I know, is like, you know, oh, you know, vampires can't come in unless they're invited in. So once again, this is like a pre-Scream thing. And, you know, in a little Canadian anthology show, they're kind of doing what Scream did, kind of like self-aware, kind of knowing the rules of a horror movie, knowing the rules of a vampire and stuff. So prop to you, Canadia. Yes, I just said Canadia. But anyway, but yeah, no, this is another fun one. Like I said, this is one that I've always really kind of enjoyed. It's been one of my like favorites. I don't know if I would say it's top 10 favorite episode of mine, but it is a really fun one to watch. And twist at the end, because they go in, they look around, they don't find anything. Unfortunately, they kind of get caught or almost get caught in the basement. So they don't really find anything. So they're like, okay, they're not vampires. Little twist though, the little kid is actually a vampire. So, and we kind of figure out they're going, this other family, the neighbors across the street that have been spying on them, pretty much are going to be the next victims because, of course, they've already been invited into their house, and the parents kind of, or like I should say the quote unquote parents, the guardians, pretty much say like, oh well, don't worry, tonight's gonna be the night where we get them. So they're pretty much gonna meet their demise because Day Day invited these fuckers in. So nice going, Day Day. But yeah, no, those are my little reviews for you. Hopefully I'll get you some more Are You Afraid of the Dark reviews. Till next time, you guys, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.